think they have on
Right.
OnLive. So he plays that a lot. But I mean, right next to that, I mean, there's Mafia 2, for instance. So he could get on that and play it, and he never has, and we keep pretty good tabs on him when he's playing video games and everything, and we don't let him play anything that he shouldn't. But it would be nice just to be able to set some sort of permissions and just say you only can play whatever rated games that's for it.
So high.
Yeah,
so.
or sub accounts even for for families.
Yeah, that might not even. I mean, honestly, if Nintendo can put parental locks on the 3DS, I think you can. OnLive should maybe look into that, just so that they don't have to deal with that garbage later, where a person's kid sees one of the Playboy covers and then all of a sudden it's a big, huge deal.
Right.
Just protect yourself in the present, so you got to deal with it in the future. But so Sean, what have you been playing, man?
I just finished Batman myself, Batman Arkham Asylum.
Ooh, yeah, that was another game I've been playing. That game is so good.
Yeah,
God, it's so
I just
good.
finished. I don't know. I didn't like the fighting system too much. And
Really?
I'm more into the more advanced ones with punch kicks and the big combo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Right.
it works. But I found so many times where it just kind of break on me every now and then. I just get frustrated. I think I was playing the challenge, and one guy even heckled me for a while. So I was really stinking.
You get that for a while. And that's the thing is,
I find it fun myself.
I've gotten my heckles or cheers and jeers and whatnot.
I get yours for pausing.
I've gotten that too.
Can't take a week. Nah, they can jeer you for.
That's a funny
break.
thing, and I wanted to bring this up earlier, and that's one of the interesting features of OnLive is spectating. Like people can just come in and watch your game, and they can cheer or jeer you or whatever.
It's a little weird at first.
Yeah. Do you guys find that you alter your play style when people start coming in and spectating?
I do.
I find that sometimes I don't want to sit very long and I kind of pause the menu because I don't want to put these people out who are sitting there watching my game, and it's just I
get a little more serious. When I see someone come on, I start thinking, okay, I better show off. I gotta show off now. I gotta show these guys, and then usually by the time I start doing some real good stuff, I kind of break down and think, okay, let's see if they're still on here. I hit the OnLive key and they left must have left a while ago.
Yeah. So you're
I must have missed it.
Yeah, you're going insane for no apparent reason.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they always just miss my really good stuff. I mean, I always mess up at first, but right after that, I start just
if they just stayed on for a few more
every
minutes.
ass possible.
Yeah.
Well,
But they always miss it.
for me, I don't really change my play style. My play style tends to stay the same in general. But what I've actually found out about the Brad clips, now not so much as before they introduced the voice chat and stuff like that, there was actually a thing where I couldn't figure out why people were cheering and jeering me when I was playing Braid, right? And this actually happened to a couple of other people on the forums. But Braid is a puzzle game. And it is one of the most annoying puzzle games in the fact that it can be totally taxing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But, I couldn't figure out how to beat this level. And so, this dude, for no apparent reason, when I'm just walking, starts cheering me. And I turn around and start going the other way, he starts jeering me. So I've actually started to realize people were using the cheers and jeers to help you out in some games.
Oh, that's awesome.
To tell you when you're going the right way, to tell you when you're going the wrong way.
That is so
I
cool.
was confused.
So, well, yeah, I was confused at first until I started to realize they were cheering and jeering me on certain moves. Not necessarily that nothing was happening, just that different things were happening. And then all of a sudden, this guy kept showing up in mine, in my Braid games, and is helping me over and over and over and over again. I ended up blasting through that game.
I love stuff like that.
But he wouldn't do it right away. Of course, he would let me try to figure it out on my own. And then if I just started to get frustrated, he'd start doing the cheer and jeer. So it's actually cool. And one thing I've actually realized that's really funny. Every once in a while you get those people who jeer you for no reason. The best thing to do, a lot of the times those people haven't played the game and they might be starting to play the game, is when you get a cutscene, just let the cutscene go. Don't skip through it. Because then they'll get angry that you're spoiling the game for them. And then they'll leave. So it's pretty funny. Or you'll get a whole bunch of jeers the whole time it goes on and it's hilarious. But
yeah.
That's what I tend to do. So
That's really cool though that you guys had that weird little moment, and I think that's awesome in probably the creepiest way possible. That this guy's just kind of like watching you, like, here you go, keep going. Like, no, don't go that way.
I mean,
I actually like to do that too. You just jump in the arena and then actually just try and find some way to help someone out. Sometimes I wish I could just say some complex thing and say, "Hey, go over to the side." Or I actually just recently I was kind of wishing I could. I was going to send a friend on my list a little message that said, "Hey, if you wreck over 10 bikes, I'll give you 5 cheers." I was just kind of tempted, but I didn't quite do it because I didn't think he'd really be into that, and then he'd have to read the text on the top of the screen. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's fun to have that kind of interaction, though.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's and that leads to brag clips.
Yeah, we just need a good instead of just a cheer and a jeer, we need a nudge. Kind of like when you're sitting on the couch with a friend, you just punch him over and then that's up.
Check this out.
Yeah, it actually gives them lag. That'd be fun.
That would be
horrible.
awesome.
Horrible.
Because if they're
fun.
having network problems, that would drive them even more crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But well, yeah.
Maybe just have a clown pop up on the screen.
The spectator thing actually leads to a good topic as well, and that's the brag clips.
Mm-hmm.
Brag clips are the greatest things ever. Because one, of course, now for the most part, the biggest ones you have been getting for the last few weeks are, I shot somebody across the field in the head playing home front. So everyone feels like, oh, we need to brag clip that, which I don't really see the need.
Right.
And then there's the ones who I've been guilty of this. I actually have a couple where you catch bugs in the game.
Mm-hmm.
One in home front, there was a guy standing on the other side of a fence, or not a fence, but he was on the second story on the other side of a railing. I shot him. He fell through the railing, but he didn't fall through it. Like, his arm and head were just jittering like he was trying to ragdoll the ball on the ground. And
Poor guy.
Some of those are hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of those are actually really good to use as well to send a message to customer support and OnLive. If you save those brag clips, now they will go through and delete them after you show them. But like, if you have a bug, say like, I had one on Tomb Raider, because I'm one of those people who says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it until I can break it. So it was one of those few games that let you mess with the graphic capabilities. Because one thing too is, it goes back to earlier when we were talking about graphics. Most of the games are at the highest graphics. So they don't give you the option to change the graphics, but on Tomb Raider they let you change the anti-aliasing. Mm-hmm. I decided to change it all the way up, and the entire game froze.
Oh,
and so I'm like, I broke it. But
I played one, Gene Labs, where the whole screen was just black the whole time. I was trying the trial, and I made a brag clip and left it on there for about a week or two, and they never removed it on me. I just kind of left it there, and I eventually thought, oh, it's not a big problem anyways, probably just something messed up. I went ahead and deleted it, and I haven't really tried the game again, but...
Well, that's the game. It's just a black screen.
To.
Yeah, but like, that's the whole thing. If you send those to OnLive, that's another way to help OnLive find their bugs. Mm-hmm. So it's, it's another way, because their customer service is already so great. And they'll get rid of it. I'm honestly sure my Tomb Raider one I'm surprised it hasn't been disappeared, and it has almost 300 views, all of 4-star and above for some reason. But like, brag clips are a great thing. Also, they're really nice to say, hey, look, this really cool thing I did that didn't involve shooting somebody in the head.
What I think would be really cool is, and this is like taking the brag clip thing like a step further, is being able to attach and post like audio comments like on someone's brag clip.
I would love comments.
That would be
Text,
so cool.
Audio, anything.
Yeah, like a text would be fine, but audio would be awesome. Like, you could just sit there and like go through and like play like each audio comment and just like have someone say whatever.
Yeah, I can imagine someone just screaming the whole time. You only get the 10 seconds, so like,
oh my god!
They say Leroy, Leroy.
And and that's the thing they released. A new little function they released recently, feature, is you are actually able to send your brag clips to people. So if you have a friend who doesn't necessarily check your brag clips so often, and you do something really neat, you can send it to them. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a double-edged sword, though, because you can send a really cool clip to your friends, or you can get a clip from that guy who sends a clip every 5 minutes to all 1,000 of his friends.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, there's not a time. I mean, I have a lot of friends, mostly because that comes from the forums and whatnot, and I can't open up my OnLive account I can't turn it on without having like 11 or 12 messages of people who want me to check out their brag clips of a Playboy magazine cover.
I get some random comments myself. One guy was saying random explicit words. I told him to be more creative. I think one guy gave me a bunch of happy faces, so I sent him some back. And a lot of random stuff sometimes. I mean, sometimes they're just friends I picked up randomly that were watching me.
Yeah, or you get the one. You get the one that was really neat. They never actually looked at it, but they said, "Now look at mine."
Yeah.
One other thing about. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say that you can also send more than just the videos or the brag clips. I mean, you can actually send people's pages too, and even the game page. So if you want to say, "Hey, buy this game, let's play that," or say you want to play online with somebody, and they can still do the trial for 30 minutes. So you can do a quick thing online with them if you wanted to, or show somebody that you think is really cool or has a bunch of nice brag clips. Just send them the whole page.
Right, definitely.
So, okay, that's kind of what we've been playing this week. We've already touched on like a lot of the news bits that's been going on through the week. One of the new things was achievements. I don't think we've really hit on that too much.
Not too much, no.
You just got an achievement, by the way. Bringing up the topic of achievements.
There you go. We'll put a big plus 10 on that. We can't put 10G. We'll probably get sued by Microsoft.
Now, I don't know. Now, how many games actually have achievements in it? Are they only the games that were included in the achievement weekend from last week?
Yes, right now there's only 5 of them.
So that'd be... Oh, go ahead.
Luxor 2, Red Faction Guerrilla, Homefront, that Remington Super Slam Hunting Africa, which...
That's so random.
Why would anybody play that game?
Yeah, so
and Assassin's Brotherhood.
Good.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, I don't know, I've been watching that one game, though. Just the intro, though, I see a lot of animals being shot. I mean, I like the fact it's a rail shooter, but, I mean, it's a hunting game and all, but they just kind of went a little too far with that one. But
yeah,
it's the easiest one to get achievements out, I bet. At least I think it is. It looks like it. Or maybe Luxor is, I'm not sure.
It's a real boring shooter.
Did you guys participate much in the achievement weekend last week?
I tried to. I was really busy, so I didn't have time.
Mm-hmm.
And to think about it, like, I actually, at the time, only had 2 of the games, which was Homefront and Red Faction.
Right.
And I have actually totally wiped out the Red Faction Guerrilla achievements on my PS3.
Wow, really? That thing is a bitch
there is
to
no
get.
way. There is
so
no
hard.
way in hell I will ever even try to get one achievement in Red Faction Guerrilla.
Oh god, it's hard. Like, I mean, there's some ridiculous like things. Like, so you actually. One of the ones is like you have to cause like $1 billion in damage to like.
Yeah, that took me about a week and a half after I beat the game.
Oh jeez, I don't even want to.
It was, planning. It was planning your charges, and then of course you had to find. I forgot where I did it, but there was a section that had a tall building in it, and it was surrounded by some other ones. You had to blow the corner of the building up just right so that it would actually fall.
Right.
And fall on the entire set of the other buildings. And if you were able to do that, you would get close to actually getting. That would be the quickest way to get your damage.
I bet that looks so beautiful, like to do that.
It was nice. Now I'm just sad that they're making a movie and putting it on the Sci-Fi Channel.
You know what? Though? Like, yeah, I have to be honest. Like, I know it's going to be so
yet.
bad. It's going to be so bad, but. I love cheesy sci-fi. I can really get into it, and it's going to be so bad.
If they put Henry Rollins and Bruce Campbell in there, then you have the ultimate cheese faction. Because they are running those movies right now. But
Henry Rollins is awesome in Sons of Anarchy, though.
Yeah, well, I see Henry Rollins every year when he does the spoken word tour. I mean, as you guys see, I typically refer to him a lot. I actually have a new signature with a GIF